Hey guys, I'm Jason Christie, and we're here on the last cast with Get a Lemon Outdoors. You know, I've had a grueling tournament season this year. 16, 18, 19, 20 tournaments. It's been a lot of miles, 30, 40,000 miles, and a lot of time away from the house. And everybody thinks that whenever the last tournament's over with, that I come home and sit in the recliner and I don't do anything until next year. One of the things I want to talk about is what I do in the month of November. It's actually, I'm probably as busy in November as I am any other time. The only thing is I'm not on the front deck of my boat. You know, I'm doing a lot of little things. The first thing I do whenever I come in, you know, is worry about getting rid of my boat, which is not a problem usually. Usually I have my boat sold April, May, and you know, this boat here, this is the boat that won 3 major tournaments this year. It's going to be really, really hard to see it go, but the good news is to replace this, I have one identical sitting right there. You know, I got the thing I'm working on right now is trying to find a title sponsor for 2014 to get that boat wrapped. But you know, it's going to be a sad day when it pulls out. Actually, it's supposed to pull out here in about 3 hours. The guy's coming to pick it up, and hopefully it's as lucky for him as it is for me. You know what I'm working on now in the month of November, like I said, getting a title sponsor, getting my boat wrapped. I'm working on getting my reels ready for next year. You know, what reels I want to keep, what reels I want to replace. Not because anything's wrong with them, just I want the new up-to-date, the best thing on the market. You know, I'm getting my rods and everything. I'm replacing guides. And one of the things that takes me the longest in November, as you can see, I got a pretty good selection of baits here. And the reason I do this is to keep everything organized. I have a peg for a lot of things, and once I start getting low on that peg, I know that my inventory is getting low, so I need to order some new stuff for 2014. You know, I take each tournament in 2014 and I kind of guess in my mind what I think I might be using, and I'll order accordingly. You know, if we're going to 5 or 6 grass lakes, you know, I want to have 20 or 25 ounce-and-a-half weights for next year. In the middle of all of this, you know, I don't just sit down and do this consistently. Once I get home and it starts cooling off, you know, I think everybody knows by now that there's nothing I like to do more than chase whitetail deer, and there's just something about it that I think that gives me time. Actually, when I'm sitting in a deer stand, you know, I take my phone, and once my mind kind of clears, I'm sitting there making notes what I need to be doing. I make a note on my phone. I need to order this. I need to call this person. I need to send this fax. And it kind of keeps me organized. But, you know, one of the first things I do is get this thing shooting. I do 95% of my hunting this year with the bow. And there's just something about it that I think it's the close contact. We're kind of running a little behind on this. Get a Lemon Outdoors is probably going to be one of the first people to know. You know, I played basketball all through high school and all through college, and other than a minor sprained ankle and a jammed finger, I've never had any problems. And in June in 2013 at Chickamauga, I hurt my elbow. So last week I had elbow surgery. So the bow hunting is kind of been put on the back. I actually got it drawn last night, and I'm planning on leaving for Kansas Monday morning. But you know, it was nothing major. I was uncomfortable, and I felt like it was affecting the way I fish. So I felt that I needed to get it fixed, and hopefully the procedure fixes the problem. You know, so along with the bow getting a rest and me not being able to use this arm, I have to show you one thing. Last week was muzzleloader season in Oklahoma, and I couldn't sit in the recliner anymore. I actually went up there with a ice pack wrapped up and went and sat in one of my kids' stands, and this is one of the deer that's been up on the mountain, and I've been watching him on the game camera. I really wanted to kill him with the bow, but he came by at the wrong day, at the wrong time, and I decided it was time to take him out. I want to get him scored. I haven't done it yet. My uncle is taxidermist. He does all my taxidermy work, and I tend to fudge a little bit when I score him, so he's going to get it scored, and we're going to get the skin off of him and get him up on the wall. But like I said, the only regret I have on this deer is I wanted to take him with the bow, but fortunately I was able to take him. You know, like I said, I'm excited about next week going to Kansas. I have a lot of things going on at the house. You know, I'm really excited about one thing in particular. I ordered an aluminum boat from Ranger. Ranger started their line of aluminums again, and I got me an aluminum with the hydraulic Atlas, you know, with the 90 horse Mercury, and building me a shop out here to put that boat in. And I'm going to go back to some of the old school fishing, you know, running way up the rivers and fishing out of aluminum boats. Save a little bit of gas, but these are the things that I do in the off season. This is mainly the November. You know, December, January actually starts progressing into a shaping. You know, I start going out and fishing a lot. When the kids are at school, I put the boat in at 10 Killer or Grand, Arkansas River, and I fish all day, just trying to get in shape. So next month in December, stay tuned, and maybe we'll have a big deer down in Kansas, or we can go out on 10 Killer and I can show you one of those 7.5 pound smallmouth.